All right, now we want to talk about consumer surplus and producer surplus. All right, so what we have here, we have two functions. One's a demand, one's a supply. And what we're interested in is basically a couple things. Number one is that we want to find the equilibrium point. Equilibrium point. And that's where they cross. So I want to know where these two functions intersect. Okay. If we put these into Desmos, and of course we're going to need a big screen here. One's going to cross at 100 and go up like this. The other one's going to start at 300 and come down like this. And what I'm interested in is that spot right there where they cross. Okay. So if we have a graphing utility, we can go ahead and check that out and find exactly where that spot happens. I want the x and the y coordinate. The other way that you could do it old school is you could set these two functions equal to each other. So 300 minus x equals 100 plus x. Okay, if I subtract the 100 over and add the x over, I'm going to get that they are crossing at x is 100. Now, when x is 100, I could plug it into any of the original functions and I get out 200. Okay, so what's happening here is that they're crossing at x is 100 and the y value is 200. Now, it's just by the design of this problem that it's splitting exactly in half. It could have been, lower down. So this is just the way it is. Okay, now, hopefully you guys are seeing two little triangle shapes here. So this first triangle shape is consumer surplus. I'm writing CS because that's what I write in my notes. Okay. So if I wanted to find the consumer surplus here, then all I would need to do is find the area of that triangle. And I could either use geometry or calculus. This bottom triangle is producer surplus. Okay. And again, if I wanted to know how much my producer surplus was, I want the area of this triangle. Okay. So here is the fast way to do it. If it's a triangle, area, so I'm going to say area of the triangle. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Okay, so this basically has a height of from 100 to 200 or 100, and it has a base that is also 100. So this triangle has a base of 100 and a height of 100. So if I went ahead and found that area, I think I'm going to get 1/2 of 100 is 50. 50 times 100 is 5,000. So my producer surplus is 5,000. Okay, now, if you didn't want to do it with an area of a triangle, how you could also find this area is that this top, so I want to find the area of this region, okay? So the top is the line 200. So the top function is 200. My bottom function is the line 100 plus x. And I would want to evaluate it from 0 to 100. So that is the formula using integration. And if I went through this and integrated, guess what? We'd get the same answer that we got using area of a triangle of 5,000. All right. For consumer surplus, again, we could find the area of this triangle, which is actually going to end up being 5,000 as well. But if you want to set it up as an integral, it's the top function, which is the 300 minus x, and the bottom is the line 200. So this is going to look like from 0 to 100, the top function, which was 300 minus x, and I'm going to minus the line, which is 200. All right. That is consumer surplus and producer surplus.